On today's show, we've got a full-on COBRA pad review. That's right, I got my hands on one early, and I am going to give you a very honest opinion about what I thought about the new back pad from OW Armor. Can't wait to talk to you guys about that. Plus, I've got somebody who is sending me video of a grass heaven, and oh boy, do I need to share it with you guys. I can't wait to show you that. We've got a commercial that we made right here from TTR Studios, mimicking the This Is Sports Center commercials. We wanted to kind of have some fun with you. I've also got Justyn Thompson to discuss the FLOATLIFE Fest, along with the youngest .pro member, the youngest guy I know riding a one-wheel, a 14-year-old Dominique Williams will be joining us to discuss his stoke for this year's FLOATLIFE Fest. It's all here, plus one-wheeling is also going to be evident in today's show. Strap it on, folks, from right here at TTR Studios. You know what time it is. It's the voice of One Wheel.
In the morning.
Welcome back, folks. It's your boy Luch Dog hanging out with you. Belly is across the way in the producer's chair. Hello, my friend. How are you?
Good. How are you doing today?
Oh, man, you know I'm good. I got VR to play with. We got a whole lot of stories for you all week long. Don't forget, we'll be doing Luch Dog in the morning Wednesday and Friday this week. And then all next week, we're giving away $100 every Wednesday and Friday on that show. So don't forget to tune in to that. But today, oh boy, got a big one for you guys. So thank you for tuning in. I know I need to change the YouTube name. I will do that as soon as we get to the first break, thus giving you another reason we take breaks here on what is not a podcast. I will say it until I'm blue in the face. It's not a podcast. It is a live show. Show me one-hour show that goes live without breaks. I will show you a liar, because it doesn't exist. No, it doesn't exist. A lot of people wonder why we take breaks, because things need to happen in production. So
Belly's got to pee.
He's trying to hide it. Well, let's have some fun with the people. I've also got a video that it has nothing to do with one wheels. It's just really ridiculous. And I want to have the social media lounge guess what is coming next. So that is fun. We'll do that a little bit later. And thank you for everybody who is in the social media lounge. We do appreciate your guys' participation. Hello, good morning. Let's have some fun. We've got to start with the guy who jumped on my board.
Whoa. I'm sorry. What happened?
What happened? Like, I want to pose to the people. What emotions would go through your mind if the following takes place? I go to the gas station. They just opened up this brand new gas station. And if you remember from the a few shows ago, I showed you Braxton Blue, our producer for Luch Dog in the morning, riding on that blue square. And I called it the shopping center run, right? And Braxton was like struggling to get through it, but he did it. 10 miles in and he did it. Anyway, in that shopping center, there is a gas station. It is right next to our house, folks. I'm not going to turn my board off when I walk into the gas station for a bottle of water. I'm just not. Like, is that weird? Are you guys turning your boards off when you do that?
Yes.
Like, I am. Belly rode with me the other day, and he's like, "You're not going to turn the board off?" And I'm like, "Nah, it's 30 seconds."
Yeah, 30 seconds of anytime someone could jump on your board and go. If it's off, at least you know someone can totally.
Who do you think is going to jump on the board and just go? The skills that you're going to have, I don't think that's what you need to worry about.
I'm guessing the person that did this to you.
Well, no, but that's not what I think you need to worry about if you're going to be worrying about theft. I think they're just going to take it. Like, nobody's going to be able to just jump on the board and go because they don't know how that works. Unless you've been riding one wheels avidly. Like, put it this way, Braxton's riding for 10 miles. I could run and catch him because he's too afraid to go fast. He still hasn't gone fast. He's just cruising, getting the feel for things. I could run and catch him. I could spear his ass over. So I'm in the gas station, and I like to just pull up. I mean, it's a brand new gas station, easy access. I pull up, I step off of it, I step back, boom, I'm in the gas station. It's so GD smooth.
Did you leave it right in front of the door?
Right in front of the door. So when I walk out of the door, I'm just boom, up, and gone. I look so cool.
In the way, you just leave it in the middle of the doorway? I don't know about this.
I give people room to walk around it. Either way, I leave it there, and unbelievably, there is a gas station attendant who's out to smoke a cigarette, which is really a bad idea at a gas station, but I mean, whatever. And so dude is outside at the front also, and he sees me, and he's got his full-on uniform. I can tell he clearly works for the gas station because it's got the logo right there. And he looks at me like, oh, wow, what is that?
As everyone always looks at it.
What is that? Did you make it? Like, I mean, he's got that look in his eye. He's pretty foreign, so there might have been a language barrier there, but dude was intrigued. So I step off my board, and oh, by the way, about 15 feet behind him, three motorcycles filling up their gas tanks. So there's a group of 3 bikers watching all of this take place. Now, if you know anything about bikers, they love their bikes. You walk up to a motorcycle and you touch it, and it's not yours, and owner sees you touching it, you're going to get lit up. You think that if that's something bad to do with a car? Way worse to do to a motorcycle. Those dudes get it.
Yeah. So what happens?
So dude just steps. I'm walking into the gas station. Dude walks over to the board, and I'm holding the door open because wait a minute, he looks like he's gonna act. Wait a minute, he might do like a kick test, and I've seen people like walk up and just like kick the tire and be like, oh wow, I'm seen
sorry.
it. Yep,
you're just leaving your board outside of whatever place you go into, and then you let people just walk up and kick your board?
I do not let them walk up and kick the board. I have an eye on it at all times like a 2-year-old. However, this guy had a look in his eye. I'm going to do something to this board, and I just stood there at the door, and I'm like 5 feet from him, and I'm like, hey, and he walks up to it, and I'm trying to be cool, and he puts his back foot on the back sensor, and I'm like, no, and then he puts his front foot on the freaking front sensor. I go, no, because I don't know how else to do it. It's either I'm going to be a dick at that moment and say, hey, dude, get the off my board, or I'm just going to be, no, until he stops. I got tunes going in my ear, and I realize the 3 motorcycle guys are cracking up.
Oh, no.
Because they know the pain, and they're looking at him like, what is he doing? I'm like, dude, I don't know. I don't want this guy to get hurt, and I don't want him on my board. And I mean, literally, I made so much of a scene out of it that it got awkward, and then he like looked at me and was like, oh, sorry. Like, oh, my bad for getting a little bit weird about you getting my board. He gets off. I walk into the store, and the cashier is looking at me like, I don't know why. I said, well, I don't know why he would do that either. I bought the water and I walked out. I just wanted to ask you guys how you would feel. Is there anything from the social media lounge right now to either make me feel better about myself for being infuriated that somebody... See, I never would think that somebody would have the thought, let me get up and try this without even asking, dude. Who would do that?
I mean, I would say... so from the social media lounge right now, we got a lot of comments saying like that their board is an extra limb. It goes everywhere with them. It goes. They always mafia bag it.
That's fair.
They always.
I mean, come on, for a bottle of water, I call bullshit.
From Adam Hilliker.
No, Hilliker, I love you. I call bullshit.
Luch is a maniac for leaving it on the sidewalk outside of stores.
No, come on, Magic Robots, beep beep. I love you, but give me a break. You're gonna put it in a mafia bag for a bottle of water. No way. No way.
Yeah, I mean, I'd turn it off for the sheer fact that like I would love to see. I mean, if someone's gonna run and snag it, I'll probably catch them because the thing's heavy and they don't know that.
They don't know that. I know. That's the thing. It's like I don't really feel worried that somebody's gonna get off and take it, but I mean, I guess that's on me. I shouldn't be complaining. Can you believe? And I
mean, a lot of people have spent a lot of money on this thing. The fact that you're
I did too.
Yeah, you did too. It's just. The fact that you're so willy-nilly about kind of just leaving it to the wolves for short periods of time.
I guess I'm too trusting. I can't imagine somebody's. Can you just put yourself in the mind of somebody who's going to just get on and just try it? If you saw a 10-year-old with a scooter, would you get on the 10-year-old scooter without asking him to try it or her? Give me a break.
No, you got to ask.
Yes. Thank you. Like, this is a full-on 40-year-old adult.
Right.
Like, what is wrong with you?
I don't ask permission.
Let's get to the COBRA pad review. God bless America. Happy Memorial Day weekend. A little late, but man, I hope you guys had a long weekend that was worth while. A lot of fun, a lot of food, a lot of booze, remembering those who've obviously given their lives for us. So, you know, a moment to just remember that. This COBRA pad, I did get my my hands on one a little bit early, and I want to preface this by saying that I don't think I can give a fair review without this preface. What?
He's Adam Hilliker says, please tell Luch that there's no mafia malarkey going on here.
I knew. Okay, awesome. I knew it. Get out of here. Okay, so I think it wouldn't be fair for me to give a review of the COBRA pad without saying this first. Jeremy Gavin runs OW Armor, and he's rocking the COBRA pads, right? It's the back foot pad. It's a foot pad for the back foot that you can, it's just totally concave, so you can sink your foot into it. And what's going on here is I feel the need to address the fact that Jeremy very kindly and without us asking him to said that if he got to a certain number of orders, he was going to donate $500 to our studios. That just happened. So, first of all, amazing. That's awesome. Thank you so much. And to all of you who have donated to our studios, which you can do at GoFundMe.com/TTR Studios. Obviously, do not feel obligated to do it. But if you do, we're definitely appreciative, and that's awesome. However, he said this, and I didn't ask for that at all, but he put that promotion out there, and I recognize that it would be a little bit weird for me to just go out then and give a review, and then I feel like people are going to be like, oh, you're just kind of, you know, blowing smoke so that you get to that number and get your $500. That is not what I'm trying to do right now, okay? I didn't even ask to be sent one. I just really appreciate the support from OW Armor, and I think, you know, Jeremy is a cool dude and wanted me to try it out and give an honest opinion. He asked me to give an honest opinion. I will give you that right now. The truth of the matter is, it's a game changer. And I knew I couldn't say that without that preface, because everyone's going to be like, you just want him to hit that number so you can get donations. No, I don't care if we don't get another penny donated, okay? I promise you that. The truth is, it's a game changer. It is really cool. It's different, and here's the way. Instead of feeling like you're on the board, Belly, you feel like you're in the board. And I don't know if that sounds weird, but that was my initial thought. It was like, oh, I'm in the board now. I'm not on the board. When you're on a snowboard, you feel like you're on it when you're not in your bindings and you're just kind of like traversing. But then when you lock into your bindings, you're in the board. You see what I mean? You guys feel me on this? Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a feeling of kind of being inside the board instead of standing on top of it and just ready to topple off at any point. The ability to sink your back foot in and really use it as a rudder, it's impressive.
Now, how has your carving changed? Like when you're doing the grass and things like that, how has it affected it?
I would say that I'm already pretty good at carving, so didn't really need any help there. So I didn't really notice any different in the carving because that's something that I do very naturally. However, and I'm on a Vega, so I mean I take that square block as everybody calls it, and I carve my ass off. I didn't really notice a difference there. However, I think if you were having trouble with carving, yeah, it would certainly help because again, it's just giving you more control on the back foot. What I found really interesting from it was that it allowed me to feel more comfortable on the board doing things that might get a little bit wobbly. Like, so if I was throwing a trick, I wanted to do a 180, and I got to the point where I might feel like I need to bail off the board, I was able to stay on for another additional second or so, allowing me to save myself, which is really weird because I noticed it because like I know there's that point in my head where I know if I get to a certain level of off balance, I just bail with both feet. I jump off. And I had that trigger go off in my mind when I was doing something on one of my grass berms out here in Floatville, USA. I was trying to throw something, and I got a little wonky, and I had that thought, oh, I should bail, but I felt more stable than usual, and so I rode it out, and I actually was fine. And I was like, oh, Cobra Pad for the win. That's new.
And from the social media lounge, they kind of resonate that, saying they feel more confident controlling the board with the Cobra Pad.
Absolutely.
And then some have suggested Cobra Pad with a Hoosier is amazing.
Oh, man, I can't even imagine. I'm pretty much due for a tire change at this point. I think I'm at like 1,200 miles or something like that. So yeah, that's where I really felt it. I thought it was awesome. However, to be honest and fair, since you're doing more work with your back foot and you feel a lot more sturdy and stable to do so, my back quad got tired faster. I noticed I was like, wow, my back leg is pretty tired immediately. Like that was something that I noticed. So I'm sure it's something I'll get used to, just like anything else.
Condition up.
But that was true. I mean, I was like, oh man, I guess maybe because I'm using them more often and in ways that I wasn't before. Because it's almost like I want you to imagine being able, like, did anybody play baseball or like, you know, whatever, as a kid when you're like stealing a base in Little League and you're like, or like a runner on the blocks, having the ability to push off of something. Like if you're going to steal a base from Little League stance, like on the base, and then like the pitch crosses home and boom, you're off. Just like a runner, boom, off the blocks. It's that same feeling. You can now kind of push off of your back foot in a way that you didn't have the ability to do that before. And also, by the way, when you're riding Goofy, so that now that Cobra pad is forward, definitely helped me there. Again, feeling more stable, trying to do the 180s that are harder to throw Goofy than they are in regular. So
nice.
That's the honest truth. Questions about it I will take. However long you guys take to put them in there, I don't mind. You can pepper them in throughout the show if you want to, throughout the social media lounge. What are we serving today in the social media lounge, Belly?
Social media lounge is a breakfast brunch lounge today. Breakfast.
What is that going to be?
Scrambled eggs, bacon, sausage, some bagels to throw it all on.
No, is this a brunch? Can I get some shepherd's pie?
No, shepherd's pie not on brunch, dude. That's a dinner time.
Why are you so offended right now? God, you love your shepherd's pie.
I do love shepherd's pie. Shepherd's pie is absolutely one of my favorite meals. It's an all-intake starch, meat, vegetable.
Just sounds so
shoveling
gross to me.
So yeah, I'm all about the shepherd's pie life, but. No, today is all breakfast here in the social media lounge.
Well, enjoy, everybody, and appreciate you guys listening. So here's what we're going to do, a little something fun for you. We made a commercial over the last week, and we wanted to try to do something a little bit like, you know, the This Is Sports Center commercials. Obviously, ours are not going to be nearly as funny. I don't want to set the table that high. However, we just wanted to have fun with you guys and do a little something. So this is a quick commercial. Belly is going to throw that up there, and when we get back, we will discuss with Justyn Thompson and Dominique Williams some Float Life Stoke. Float Life Fest Stoke. It's coming, folks. It's already like 6 months away, 5 months away, 4 months away.
Keep counting down.
I'm doing quick math in my head, man. All right, we'll do some Stoke when we get back. It's Luch Dog in the morning with the voice of Onewheel from TTR Studios. Don't go anywhere.
Hey, buddy. Buddy? Why is it so bright in here?
Brax, what's up, man?
How we doing, boys?
What's up, Brax? Luke's changed everything.
It's only 6 more scenes.
Only 6 more for me to memorize.
That's fine. You can do it. You got it.
We got it.
Should we call Potts?
No chances up yet.
Pick him up. He'll be here.
So what are we talking about today?
I got a few things for you. Potts, you got anything for us today? Is he gone? I need
Yo, what's up, y'all? This is Skater D.
Hey, I'm John Charles Meyer, producer of Dave Made a Maze.
Hey, what's up? This is Scott Ladati, author of Play the Devil, and you are listening to Luch Dog.
Luch Dog.
Luch Dog.
This is Andy fucking Cruz from SiriusXM 415, and you're listening to Luch Dog in the Morning.
#1 podcast in the world. Yeah, boy.
Guys are so hot right now.
Welcome back, folks. Oh boy, we're having some fun with you guys today. Social Media Lounge popping off, and of course, as promised, I will not hold him on the line any longer. Let's get straight to Justyn Thompson from Asheville, the FLOATLIFE Fest of 2018. What's up, dude?
Hey, man, what's going on, y'all? How are you?
Man, we're so pumped. We can't wait to get a little update. I want to talk to you about all that you've been doing. I know you said you've been motivated lately, so get us stoked, Justyn. I want the level of excitement to be just all-time high.
All right, right on, right on. Well, yeah, man, it is. I'm, after doing a bunch of work, getting ready for the show, just trying to make sure I had kind of my ducks in a row. Yeah, I'm more excited than I was even before. It's all just really coming together. I've kind of come up with a full schedule now, which I will be posting very soon, probably right after Race for the Rail. I have a few more things to take care of when I go out there, as far as a few meetings and things that I can't really talk about today, but I'm going to talk about everything that I do know that's going to be happening. So I'll kind of start there, I guess. So last year's FLOATLIFE Fest was awesome, more success than ever could have imagined. We had nearly 100 riders throughout the weekend, largest gathering of Onewheel enthusiasts to date. Things that really stood out last year for us, and what I keep hearing are the things that stood out probably the most are like clinics, the riding clinics, the pro riders, the races. We did the first ever street style ramp competition. This year, all that stuff will remain in play as well. We're going to be focusing on a lot of that stuff. What we've done this year that will change is we've added Thursday to the lineup, which I kind of have talked about a little bit online, but I'm going to go into a little more detail today about what we've got going on that Thursday.
Okay.
And
hold on. I love it. We got it. Let's do one at a time because I'm already writing down notes. I got things to ask you. I want to talk about Thursday. So, what is this street style ramp competition you guys did? How did that work?
Well, last year, that's where Bodie did the big bonk, the bonk that changed everything, kind of, and and that's where that was kind of our, it was in grass, but we had ramps, so we did that was the first real ramp competition, in Onewheel.
Are you going to keep it in grass, or is that going to move to street?
Well, I call it street style, but we are going to keep it in the grass. It'll probably be in the same exact location it was last year, but awesome. We're going to add a lot more ramps. It will at least double in size.
Justyn, can somebody help you? Would you need? I know there's people out there. Copy, I know, would love to do this. I'm sure. I'm just throwing him. I'm throwing him under the bus. No, what I was going to say is, can people help you by building features to bring and just telling you what features they're going to bring, or are you going to just build it all on site?
Well, there are people that are already helping around town here that are bringing stuff. Josh Phelan, he's going to be bringing some more slidey curbs that he's making now, and I've got David Kurtz. He's going to help us out. He's already building small ramps and stuff at his house. And then, honestly, I'll go into this. As far as with ramps and stuff like that, we are working. I've already talked with Michael Wolfson over at Flight Fins. They are going to be making some stuff coming out early and helping build some things that they want to do with some Flight Fins competitions that we're going to work on.
Do we lose him?
We've got I know Adam Hilliker has volunteered to do a couple of ramps for Magic Robot. We've got some other things in line too that will probably be helping us with that. And I can't really elaborate on some of that right now, but I will in the future, probably in the next couple of weeks. But after seeing Bodie do the first, real transition board slide, obviously I'm going to be working to do a nice transition ramp that we'll have out there. We'll be adding a lot to it. Like I said, at least double the size of last year's whole ramp and street style competition area. So that's going to be sick. We're also, it's been great. John Jay out at Deerfield is allowing us to start building more obstacles in the woods. As I've gone since FLOATLIFE Fest, I've gotten to go ride with the guys down in Miami, Vito, Jamie T, all those guys, and Chris and Chris Richardson, all those dudes. And we got to ride some really great mountain bike parks there before we had the police called on us. It was awesome.
Police called on you?
Yeah, Justyn.
Whoa. Tell that story.
Yeah, what happened?
We just some upset mountain bikers, I think. We're upset that we had motorized vehicles on the trail.
Now, hey, first of all, I think we've all established that going on bike trails and things like that have really compacted down the bike trail. So maybe they should be a little more appreciative.
I think Belly's trying to say chill the F out is what he's saying.
But
well, we kind of felt the same way that day. It was Renato, Rubicon, a whole bunch of us, but we were very polite. You know, we're not going to try to ruin the name of one-wheelers or anything like that. So we were polite and complied when the police came, but it was kind of funny because they actually first came up and said that Renato had been flying his paraglider thing, and we were like, "What? What are you talking about?"
Paraglider?
Like, no. Yeah, Renato has this cool motorized paraglider on the front of his vehicle.
Well, Justyn, Belly's got a question for you. I know you've been dying to ask.
When it comes to FLOATLIFE Fest, are riders are they encouraged to bring kind of like their own ramps or maybe some of their own little creations?
No. I mean, you know, if you guys want to bring some stuff, that's cool. But we're probably, you know, most ramps that I have in there, I'm going to make sure, like, I kind of want to be able to set them up and make sure that they're going to be strong, stout, everything. So I'm going to definitely, you know, be looking over everything.
So basically, Justyn, we'll have our official FLOATLIFE Fest course, and then if you want to bring your own ramps, set them up by your tent or something. Like, feel free, but they're not going to be, I guess, sanctioned as.
We might move them into the course, but I mean, I'm not. People don't need to travel with ramps.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Hey, I'm just telling you. You know they're gonna.
I think it's awesome.
Someone's bringing a U-Haul, backing up, and then all of a sudden they bring out tons of ramps.
Yeah.
A whole half pipe shows up.
What we need to do is Justyn, what we need to do is find a massive hill and line up as many of those parking blocks as we can. I don't know who the guy was that was putting those on hills and just riding them down, but that looked so much fun.
You know, what's funny about that is I'm already actually kind of like last year I actually talked with VoOW some about this. At the very end of FLOATLIFE, I was like, how cool would it be to do a little downhill course?
Yes. Bomb it.
You know, and there's a great little, like, tiny, you know, maybe like 100-yard downhill out at Deerfield that I'm already, like, considering a course like that and going to try to work on. And I've got a cool, I already got, like, a cool, like, telephone pole that's about 16 feet long. Awesome. Some cool obstacles we're going to put out there. So we will be doing like I'm just trying to fit it all in right now.
Well, I know, and that's what I was going to say. Look at what this guy's doing for you guys. Like, he's for all of us. I mean, he's putting this together. We've raised $1,200 to give to him. I think that's the number. So tell us what about Thursday? You've added Thursday, so what's going on then?
Okay. All right. So what's sick about Thursday is that last year, some of you may remember at FLOATLIFE Fest, Vito, like, kind of all of a sudden was like, yo, behind my hotel, there's this crazy pump track.
Kono.
And that is at Colo. Yeah, Colo Bike Park, which is awesome. And Colo, you know, I've been building a relationship with them through Southern Raft Supply here. And, you know, we just did our first little bit of races recently, just this past weekend at Mountain Sports Festival. We did some races there. We had a lot of rain, so you know, small attendance, but really fun and great to start kind of figuring out how to do it all out there. And we did some like head-to-heads on the pump tracks with Dom and John T and a few folks. We did races on the pump tracks before the rain just crushed it. Like, it was a huge storm. But Dominique Williams actually won this weekend, and he won an annual pass to Colo, which was really cool. But Colo's working with us now, and we're really excited about it. They're super open to one-wheelers. Like you said, they're like, man, we found that the one-wheels tamp down the trails for mountain bikes. So this is awesome for us. We love it. It's less work. And you guys get the benefit of coming out here. And it is a cool place. There's multiple pump tracks. There's, a few miles of trails on the campus that you can really work on turns, bank turns, everything. It's going to be a really great day, and this is going to be our technical riding day. This is going to be where we're going to do a lot of demos out there and classes. So what we'll do, and also with Thursday, what my plan is we're going to have Deerfield open for camping on Thursday. So what we'll do is Deerfield will open up for camping setup at 9 a.m. on Thursday. We'll have shuttles to Colo's Bike Park between 10:30 and noon. And that way people can kind of get set up and then catch the shuttle over. 12 to 12:45. And so everything's pretty specific. I have a pretty specific schedule already done.
Can I DJ that night?
You gotta get out of the weddings you're doing.
I know, but I'm realizing if he's gonna open up Thursday, I can go.
You can go, yeah.
Yeah, because the whole thing about this, and what we wanted to do today is stoke the fire for Float Life Fest, and it's working, Justyn, because you're making me chomp at the bit for this, and I want to be there, but I do have a wedding that I have to be at on Saturday, and it's like 6 hours of a drive, so I'm gonna have to leave at like 8 a.m. on Saturday morning, and I was like, well, maybe I'll go down like for the week, like Monday through Friday, we can do a show down there.
That would be awesome. Let's plan on that for Thursday. That'd be awesome.
All right. I will throw down Thursday night and DJ the hell out of it for you guys if you want to.
All right, I'm going to put you down as a DJ for Thursday night.
Main stage, DJ Luch Dog. Fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
No, I really will make sure you guys have fun. No joke. I was just kidding, but I will do it. That's awesome. Thursday, I'm DJing.
No, that would be
Done.
awesome. I would love nothing more than to have you do our late night DJing, probably from 11:30 to 1 in the morning.
All right, let's go. Get your hand gloves. We'll do the whole. I'll do my handsies.
Your handsies. Could you use a better term, please? Everyone's getting handsies from Adam.
Justyn, what do you I know I got to get you out of here pretty soon, but Carvewell, talk to me about Carvewell.
Okay. Well, yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Cool. John is actually coming in just a minute. Well, cool. Yeah, I was going to go over a little more on the schedule. Can I?
Absolutely. Yeah. I didn't mean to. Yeah. Sure. I just know you're busy over there, so sure. Absolutely.
Oh no, we're cool. We're cool. I planned on you guys today, man. I spent yesterday getting prepped for this. So yeah, Dominique is actually going to lead a full, like from 12 to 1, basically on that first day on Thursday at Colo. Dominique Williams, he just won a little Colo Onewheel takeover, and he is actually going to help us out and take everyone on a group ride to show them around Colo.
He's 14, by the way.
What's that now?
He's 14 years old, by the way.
He is, and he is not afraid. He is awesome. He's just, he's going to be the one to show you where to hit all the little steezy parts of Colo. He is, now that he has an annual pass, he is going to be on it all the time.
And we'll talk to him in about 10 minutes. We'll talk to him in the third segment here, so that we'll have him coming up. That's awesome. Keep going, man. That's great.
Oh, sick. And then, after that, man, we're going to do some clinics out there at Colo on Thursday, 1 to 2 p.m. We'll do a couple of different clinics. We'll have a street clinic with Bodie, McCosker, and Chris Richardson all teaching from 1 to 2. We'll also, at that same time, do a flow and a ride clinic with Raquel, Andrew Stroh, and Mike T. is the plan right now. Some of this may change a little bit, but that's kind of where we're at. We'll have some charge. We'll do some head-to-head races on the pump tracks. And this was actually what I was thinking. We may do a TTR Studio-sponsored race on the pump tracks.
Yes! Absolutely.
And that would be kind of a six, so that way you're there for it, and we can kind of do it at Colo that day. It'll be the first of the races, and they're pretty full on. It's kind of fun watching the head-to-heads for sure. And then we'll head back to Colo that night, and we'll have the annual pig picking, and we'll do a big welcome party. I've got some things that I'm trying to work out for that night. Hopefully, if Future Motion's listening, we're going to try to do a Q&A session with Future Motion. I know Jack and some of the guys are planning on being out there, so
that would be awesome.
I'm really hoping we can get that.
And they don't have to do that. Like, let's be honest, they don't have to do that, but boy, would that be cool.
They don't have to, but it would be really cool. I think everybody would enjoy it, and I think they're into it. We're just trying to figure out how it all works. Saturday, so last year we did kind of all the races on Saturday. We did all the clinics on Friday, so I wanted to split that up so people could have a little more time. So that was why we did Thursday. On Friday this year, we'll do an 8 to 9 a.m. race check-in From 9 to noon, we're going to do
Justin,
the
I'm
single
DJing
track.
until 1 o'clock in the morning, dude.
I know you're going to love that. I know. This is the best part. This is where the real athletes come out.
We're just going to go all night. That's fine.
Who's fighting the hangovers in the morning? It's going to be awesome.
Awesome.
But we've got the single track races from 9 to noon, and this is going to be the qualifiers. So what we'll do is single timed riders, 1 minute intervals. The top 16 racers from that will race 4 groups of 4, and then the top 4 will race. And that way, and we'll come up, that'll be our qualifiers, everything. We'll do that from 9 to noon that day. So it'll be 3 different trial races that morning, but on the single track 1 to 2 mile. And then if you're not racing, trails and street style course will be open. Guillermo Loria from Team Badfish stand-up paddleboards is also offer free stand-up paddleboard clinics for people in between charges, and so that people with families, if you're bringing your family out, they have some cool, fun stuff to do. I'm going to encourage people to bring bikes out, things like that. Come hang out with us, have fun, bring the family. We're going to have a lot of music at night, and during the day we'll have DJs and stuff during the competitions. So really, really fun. Super cool on Friday and Saturday from 1 to 2 p.m. The one and only Amanda Thompson, One Woman, One Wheel, will be leading Float Queen trail rides for the ladies only.
All right.
Yeah, so that's going to be really fun. She got familiar with some of the trails last year. She will definitely be there this year, and she has agreed to roll the Float Queen trail rides. And then at the same time, at 1 to 2, we'll open up the street style course for kind of pre-qualifier warm-ups, and trails will still be open. And then 2 to 5 p.m. that day, we're going to do the street style comp qualifiers. So, and that's going to be really sick. So everybody, last year, Bodie Harrison, Jeff McCosker, Chris Richardson took first, second, and third in the street style. So, and then Raquel took first in the women. And so they are going to be our judges the first day for the qualifiers. They are already in, or they will be in the finals
It's like
already.
the Masters. That's awesome.
Yeah.
They got a
So
free
they're
invite.
They've already got the green jacket.
Yeah, they're already there. So they're going to be judges that day. But then the next day, it'll be myself, hopefully someone from FM, and then probably Lance Ashido or Chris Unger, since they helped judge last year. But we're still working on all that. So we'll have all the final judges.
Well, I know I can't be
Saturday.
in any of the. I'm just, if you need help, I can't be in any of the Saturday races, so I can't do much of the. If you need me on Friday to judge anything, I'd be happy to. I'm just putting it out.
Oh, absolutely, man. I might get you help with times. We're trying to have everything so you guys can just take it easy, man.
Yeah,
I'm really
I would
working
love
to have
that. I just see
volunteers in place.
I'm the kind of guy that I relax by helping do stuff in these
I'm the same
situations.
way.
It's got to heal up by then.
Yeah, I do. My back is struggling right now. I don't know if you guys can see.
You hurting?
Yeah, I'm hurting, Justin. All right, so
But it
if
was
you guys-
golf, not one wheel.
It was golfing, and really poorly, by the way. That's probably why. So listen, I know we've got a whole lot of stuff to do. I am so excited, and thank you for putting this together. Because
absolutely.
I know it doesn't just come out of thin air. He's got to make this schedule. He's got to coordinate with people. He's got to make this stuff happen. That's the only reason that I'm like, hey, I'm free to help if you need it. I hope I don't come across as like the guy who's just like, I'll do that. I'll DJ for you. Let me do that. Can I do that?
I feel that way sometimes myself, man. I know exactly where you're coming from.
Just want to make it.
I feel that way sometimes. But yeah, I just want everybody to have a good time. I think we're the same in that sense.
So tell me about COBRA before we let you go, man. I know. Did you have somebody else that you wanted to join us?
I do. I have John Turner here, but let me go one more thing for Saturday just to tell you, because this is going to be kind of a big deal. That was Thursday, Friday clinics, but Saturday, pretty much a lot of the same stuff. But Saturday morning, we're going to do the first ever XR race, and it's going to be a 5 to 7 mile endurance XR race.
Wow.
We are working on the trails right now. We have about 15 miles of trails out at Deerfield.
Are you going to have like places for people to line themselves to like hand the racers water and stuff like on a marathon?
I think that's going to be Camelback. Bringing your own. That's kind of part of it. And we will have
No charging rides.
So somebody in the very back. So if anybody, we will have somebody following the last racer in. But this is going to probably be either a mass start or a mass start of intervals of 4 riders at a time.
That's some huge. This is some huge news dropping for about FLOATLIFE Fest. It's going to be awesome.
I think it's going to be sick, and it's going to be the first one, and we're really excited about the XR race. I know I did about 6 miles of trails with Dom the other night, and I was whooped. Of course, there was a lot of Dom takes me on some sketchy trails, and I'm not 14, so it's a little different. But yeah, it's going to be sick. And then after that, in the afternoon, we're going to do Float Clean trail rides. And we'll also do the finals comp and big group photo, and then we'll do highlight video, awards, music. And then Sunday's pretty much going to be like breakdown, take some last few rides, kind of like breakdown by like noonish, and then head on to Colo or head home. So that's kind of the full schedule of FLOATLIFE Fest 2018. There'll be more added. There'll be more, more announcements, music. We'll be out at Race for the Rails and handing out postcards and good stuff like that. So we'll hopefully see some folks out there. But yeah, let's jump into Cardwell, man. I got John Turner here.
Well, hold on. Before we do that, I got to take a break. Justyn, hold on. Okay. Whew. Well done, sir. Fantastic. Hang on the phone if we can. We got to take a quick break. Let me go from the social media lounge. What do you got there?
I just they have questions about certain things.
Fire away.
The charge and riders allowed in the XR race.
Okay.
They're all very stoked about the maybe doing some kind of Olympics or doing, and then would love, all the girls are that are in the chat right now are very excited about the float queen ride.
Okay, so let's do this because Justyn, do you have a quick second? Can you guys hang out on the line for a second if we do like a 1 minute break?
Sure, man, absolutely. We're here, and I'll put us on so you can hear John and I both.
Awesome. Okay, so thank you, sir. We appreciate you doing that. Let's do a quick grass video that I've got to fit in. From Copy, who sent me this. It was awesome. This totally tickled me pink. Made my day. Dude just sent us this video because you know my love for grass. And no, I'm not talking about the safety brakes, which I also love too. But he sent me this video. Belly, do you have that in front of you?
I do.
All right, so we'll take a quick break. We will show you the video the Copy sent us from, I believe, Ohio. And then we will get more of your we'll answer all of your questions about the FLOATLIFE Fest 2018. Dominique Williams, don't forget, dude, I'm coming at you. I haven't forgotten about you. It's a jam-packed show right here from TTR Studios.
Look at this beautiful grass, bro. Look at this grass. We are at a giant mountain bike park. You can't see it from here, but inside there is a crazy winding mountain bike track. You can see it here. It's this right here, and it curves through here and here. But look at all this beautiful grass, man. Really short. Need to appreciate this. Peace.
How good is that? Welcome back, folks. I love it. If you guys have sending me stuff like that just tickles me pink. I said, Dad, dude, I want to ride that with you. Gotta get out to Ohio, Copy. Thank you guys. Firing away at the social media lounge. Justyn Thompson is here to answer your questions. Justyn, thanks again for making the time. What is the thought and feeling for Charge and Ride at FLOATLIFE Fest?
Man, I think in the XR race, if you're cool with riding Charge and Ride, I think it's a great way to do it, and I'm open to it. We're totally cool with that.
So if you have basically you're saying if you have a Plus, not an XR, but you want to add Charge and Ride, you can ride in the XR race. I'm gonna go ahead and say yes on that. I will ask the question that I know people who are balls deep into Charge and Ride will ask. Doesn't that give those people an advantage because they get a little bit extra power, not having the torque depreciate after 80%, which is what our friend Glenn told us. And I would say, Justyn, the answer is no. Chill out, Negative Nancy, whoever's asking that, because the XR already has that extra power anyway. The XR has that extra power built in from the Plus. It is equivalent. I have both. I'm telling you, it's equivalent.
Yeah. And that's what I'm, okay, so then maybe we should have before I say full on yes, maybe we should ask a little bit more, do a little more.
I would talk about it because when I say equivalent, I just know the bump up of power from the Plus to the XR. I don't know what type of power you would have at 50% on a Plus with Charge and Ride setup. So maybe that's something worth asking some of the Charge and Ride guys, if anybody in the social media lounge knows. Would you have a problem? Let's ask the social media lounge. Would you have a problem? Yeah. In fact, I will make it. I don't think it does. I don't think it does.
And maybe we'd have two categories.
Just something to think about. I didn't mean to ruin that.
No, that's cool. It was something I had actually kind of been thinking about a little bit, but I just kind of, I hadn't fully addressed yet. So it's definitely something to think about, but it could also be two categories: the Charge and Ride and the regular. You know.
Belly's got more from the social media launcher. They asked a couple questions. What were they asking?
Not really questions, just comments about like the events, things like that they're very excited.
So we have to get to Carvewell. Tell me what you guys have planned over there. What have you guys been working on?
Well, I've got John Turner here, a.k.a. Carvewell.
What's up, John?
And what up, world?
That's awesome. Well, tell us about it. So what do you guys got going on over there?
All right, well, cool. So John and I, John and I have been friends for a couple of years, a few years now, and John, I met through my store at Southern Raft Supply, actually on the river, kind of. We met before that, but we met on the river, stand-up paddleboarding one day, and kind of ended up randomly talking about Onewheel, and I kind of turned John onto the Onewheel, and then we've kind of been friends ever since. And
he saved my life with the Onewheel.
How did it save your life, John? Tell me the story. I need to know. How did it happen?
Well, it's just, the Onewheel on its own is incredibly potent for any average human being at any stage in their life. But where I was at, I was just coming off of kind of a bad back diagnosis for some lower back stuff.
I can't move. You guys are all watching me right now. Every time I lean back in this chair. Dude, John, I'm struggling so bad. The Onewheel helped you?
Well, yeah, it was kind of I was supposed to get like surgery and stuff, of which I didn't go that road. And after I kind of got healed up, it found me right at the time when I was able to start being active again.
Amazing.
And from there, it just kind of gave me my childhood back in my mid to late 30s, right at the exact time that I needed it.
That's what this does. I'm so glad you mentioned that. It does. It just brings out your level of exploration and just being a kid. Just, I'm going to go down that path. Why? Because it looks cool.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So how did you get?
No, every time I get on it, it's like I feel like I'm 12 years old again.
So what did you guys put together from Carvewell? You got that basket, right? It's not a basket. That's not the right word for it.
Well, it's Commuter Platform is what we like to kind of call it. Is the Commuter Platform. We were kind of riding and thought about a way to hook on a rack onto the fender, and initially we hard bolted a rack into there, and we haven't released it all yet because we really wanted to test everything before we released it. So doing a lot of testing this summer.
We're pretty much a laboratory right now of building things with robots and then going and testing them on the trail daily.
Nice.
Yeah, John is a master of the 3D printing and 3D design work, and so we're both kind of idea guys, and we both like to ride. So we've been really trying to just knock it out with this rack, and okay.
Well, we're really close, and it's it kind of came as a secondary project for me. I've been working on this overlay kind of. Right now I'm calling it the hoopty, but it's like a one deck overlay that replaces your factory pads and has a sensor laid up inside of it and so on. But it widens the deck and has some additional concave features and so on. And it's something that I've been working on kind of since the version 1. It stemmed from a chat that started on the forums, on the actual Onewheel forum. But anyways, so Justyn kind of knew that I was messing with Onewheel modifications, and he came to me and said, "I've got this idea for this platform." And I was like, "Oh, well, I can cut that right out of this piece of scrap that I'm cutting out of the center of my deck. It's perfect. It'll be like a byproduct. It'll be like a secondary, product that we can make out of byproducts." Well, turns out that it's like the main thing that we're engineering right now, and we're super excited about it, and it's evolved quite a bit. It went from being something that was fixed to the fender to now it's fully detachable at any given time via a magnetic hitch system.
So John, you guys are doing an amazing job. I'm coming up on it. I've literally got about a minute left with you guys. Where can we find this? When's it going to be out?
We can go on our Facebook page right now, Carvwell, or you can go on our Instagram page at carvwell.pro. We are getting messages through the Facebook page. We will have a website, carvwell.pro, probably up in about a month. We will have boards, or we will have commuter platforms for sale at Race for the Rail. We will have the first bag to fit on it. We actually, I work at Watershed and I actually design bags that go. So we designed panniers and a top-loading bag to go on it. They're all padded so you can throw batteries. And, yeah, we should have the first ones available at Race for the Rail.
The bags are super cool. Justyn is a master bag maker, so that's why this is just such a cool team that we're putting together here. It's, I've got some woodworking skills from being a washed-up old cabinet maker and Justyn, a master bag maker. So we're gonna be coming at you with some gear for your wheel.
John Turner and Justyn Thompson. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. I really do appreciate your time. You did an amazing job. Check them out on Facebook. Carvwell products are gonna, I mean, you guys are gonna like it. And I know Justyn works with Southern Raft Supply, so thank you to him for really just making a ton of time for us today. That was awesome. They sat through a break. That doesn't typically happen. So really, John, Justyn, thank you. My stoke is at an all-time high. We went a little long with them. Dominique, I'm sorry, bud. We don't have enough time to get to you today. We will get you on next week to continue stoking the fire about FLOATLIFE Fest. I'm really excited about it. Like, I'm really excited about it. So, Dominique, I'm sorry, bud, but we'll get you on tomorrow. I hope he didn't, like, leave school for this. He's 14. Shouldn't he be in school right now? Is school out? I don't think it's out yet.
School today
So,
for us.
Dom, we will get you on next week. I'm sorry, bud, but let's, we've still got the fun video to do. And I do have to make sure that we have enough time to talk about the plus one wheeling event that took place, because I think that's worth sharing with the people. And so, thank you to everybody for who's been listening today. We do appreciate it. Remember, we're on a podcast, and we're also right here on TTR Studios with the Social Media Lounge, live at 11 a.m. every Tuesday. Now, plus one wheeling is something that we started calling this. This is Chris Richardson's name. It comes from boating. They call it plus one boating. And so what we're trying to talk about is that we want to leave a positive imprint on the world, on the communities that see us riding these one wheels around, because if they were to get adopted mainstream, can you imagine the outcry from people who are going to be saying, "Get off my lawn," seeing 5, 6, 20 people riding around all over the neighborhoods on their way to the grocery store? Like, come on. We've got to make sure that we have a positive imprint before that happens, so that everybody knows with golf, there's etiquette. With one wheel, there's etiquette. And that etiquette is plus one wheeling. What that means is come back with one more piece of trash than you left with. That's the plus one with boating. Like, come back taking one more piece of trash out than you came with, right? So always grab an extra piece of trash from the water. It's just kind of a mindset. So we came up with, well, Chris had the idea. I was trying to call it even but better, but I like plus one wheeling. And so what I was out doing the other day, you guys know I have that pump track behind the studios here, and there's a basketball court right next to it. And so I'm out on the basketball court, and it is gorgeous in Northern Virginia right about now, and about like before 10 a.m. and after 7 p.m. Like, it is amazing. 72 and sunny. Like San Diego, I don't care where you're at. Santa Cruz, wherever you are, we got you when it comes to weather early in the morning, May and June. Now, I'm out there.
Challenge accepted.
Yeah, I am challenging California. They get that all year round. We're getting it for like 2 weeks, and it's been amazing. So I'm around, and there's all these bottles of water because all the other kids recognize it, and they're outside playing basketball after 7 o'clock at night. I mean, they're all just chilling after dinner playing basketball, but they leave like 10 to 15 bottles of water just out on the picnic tables. And there's this like stationary trash can. It's one of those wooden ones from like the park that's in the ground. And that's like, not near the trash cans. So they don't go over to the trash can. They just leave their bottles right on the damn
not
table.
Cool,
and it's
basketball.
It's so not cool.
Players, not cool.
So I'm out there and I'm just taking trips of, I'm just taking bottles and I'm wheeling them over to the trash. Because honestly, it's kind of fun. I mean, whatever. It's just like a challenge. Can I do this with not ever getting off my board? How
many bottles can I pick up?
Right. I made a game out of it. And this lady comes out. She's walking out with her dog, And she's like, well, now I'm going to do the accent. She's African American. I say it as I hear it in my brain. She's like, well, that is so cool. And I'm like, thank you. Good morning. She's like, well, good morning to you, sweetie. What are you out here? Are you out here picking up trash? I said, actually, I am. Yeah, I mean, it's really not that hard. I just figured it's kind of fun for me with this thing. It's just kind of like floating around. So I'll just pick some trash up. No big deal. Well, God bless you, sweetheart. Oh, my goodness. I'm on the board of directors over here for this park, and I've been trying to tell them for years, move the trash can.
Yes.
And I'm like, oh, no kidding. And when we go into this long conversation, turns out she is on the board, and she is the person who oversees that pump track being out there. And there have been complaints because people don't want that pump track out there, you know, diminishing the level of their, I don't know, their home sale value because there's some condos. Who the hell knows? But basically, I just went out to pick up a little bit of trash, ended up being seen by the community president, and she said, I am just so glad that I got to talk to you today. And I said, well, so am I. If you don't mind, next time you have a board meeting, maybe just pass the word along that these Onewheels are actually pretty good for the community. Oh, you bet. Why would I say anything else? I said, well, some people kind of give us the get off your lawn kind of thing. Oh, no, I'm going to spread the word. This is amazing. I wish there was more of you. So, hey, I figured I'd bring it to you guys. Listen, there's
Little
one.
does she know.
Well, no, I'm trying to. I live by the etiquette we create. But yeah, I mean, I thought that was cool. It's like, wow, it's actually working. Like the most influential person that could have seen this saw it, and now maybe they won't take my pump track down.
Nope.
Plus one wheeling. Grab a piece of trash, get home with it. That's awesome. All right, we've got to get out of here. I've got a really fun video that I wanted to play. It's fun, or is it?
I don't know.
You don't know what it is. Belly has. Listen, as I preface this, I just wanted to have some fun with you guys today, and thank you for everybody who's been watching. Remember, $100 we will be giving away in June, starting next week, every Wednesday and Friday on our show, Luch Dog in the Morning, 10 a.m.
I'm fairly certain June 1st is Friday, so are we starting Friday show?
What sucks? I guess I'm giving away $100 on Friday. Is it?
That is correct, sir.
All right,
June
Friday,
1st
we're giving $100
Friday.
away, and I'm trying to get Andy Cruz to be the one to give it away, so that'd be fun. $100 we'll give away on Friday, so make sure you tune in 10 a.m. tomorrow, and then Friday we will also give away. Friday we'll give away $100. What I wanted to do is show you guys this video and ask you to pipe in because I think it'll be literally funny for me. This is funny. It's going to be funny for anybody who's watching later. So Social Media Lounge, I need you guys to come strong here. If you have seen this video already, don't ruin it. Do not be the person to ruin it. Just sit back and watch the fun comments that come in. I ask you to please type in as we show you this video, what do you think she's about to do?
I mean,
what do you think she's about to do?
It's going to be hard with the YouTube just putting the title right at the top.
Well, don't say it. Just go to full screen, switch it over.
It's already full screen.
Are you ready to go? Show the people.
I'm going to have to hit play and it's going to show.
That's fine. Go ahead and hit the play or hit the people. Hit the people. Show the people.
Oops.
We will play this video for you, and Belly is going to describe. Have you seen this?
I have not.
Okay, Belly's going to describe for you what's happening. There's no sound.
This is for the podcasters right here.
Yep.
She's walking in. A lady here is walking up to the fridge and what seems to be a break room of an office.
There you go.
It seems like she's getting some coffee right now.
Social Media Lounge, what do you think is going to happen?
Coffee machine seems like it's working, maybe. It seems like she's sitting there.
It's looking good.
What she's doing.
It's looking good.
Going to the fridge, looking for maybe some creamer, I think.
I would say she's got an attractive body. She's an attractive woman.
All right, that doesn't matter.
I can't see her face. No. I'm explaining for the people.
It doesn't matter.
She's an attractive woman.
She could be a 50-year-old man. She's still refilling creamer into a coffee.
She's true.
Stirring it.
What do you think will happen next? Hold on, hit pause. Can you? Nah, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
No.
She's drinking the coffee. I just used some creamer.
No.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No. What?
What's she doing?
She's putting what seems to be breast milk into the creamer. I don't understand. What is this? What are you doing? Why is this?
What the
hell
is
refilling
going on?
the creamer this important? Is it someone else's creamer and this is her idea of making sure that no one knows? Does she like this person at all?
Hit B.
Oh no. No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, that happened.
Don't let that shit go.
No, don't ever let that shit go. My God, I've had a lot of fun with you guys. You know what? No, I gotta play the outro song. Man, who saw that coming? I can't wait to read the social media lounge comments later. Thank you guys for playing with us. $100 we're giving away.
Non-GMO.
I knew they'd come strong. All right, we're giving away $100 on Friday, but get yourself subscribed. That's the only thing you have to do is subscribe to this channel, and then we will give away $100 every single Wednesday and Friday in June. Thank you guys for hanging out with us. Belly, say goodbye to the people.
Bye, folks. Thanks. So, as always, listen tomorrow to the Luch Dog in the Morning. I know Adam just said that, so I'm just going to say it again so you know to do it.
Okay, very well done. I've had a blast. Thanks, guys, for hanging out. And again, for Justyn Thompson, John Turner, thank you guys for joining us. We got a little bit jammed for time there, so Dominique, I promise we'll get you on next week, bud, and I hope you don't have to skip school to do it. However, I will write you a pass. Just tell your teachers we said it's okay. Straight from TTR Studios. Hang out tomorrow with us on Luch Dog in the Morning, 10 a.m. Eastern. We will see you there, right here from TTR Studios. Have a good day, everybody.